Ciao, Andrea.
Hi, Stefan. So, how are you?
I'm good. And everyone else, welcome to the first live streaming of GF from the EMO Milano 2021.
Yeah, warm welcome also from my side to everyone. I'm really excited to be here. So we are at the exhibition center. As you can see behind, we have live our booth, and very happy to give a possibility to people that didn't have an opportunity to see the show, to have an outlook about the GF content, what the novelties that we are proposing, and the news.
Yeah. It's the third day. What do you think so far about the exhibition?
Well, frankly speaking, we are very happy. We saw that finally possible to get an exhibition in presence. This was really strange experience after so long time without meeting each other. And frankly speaking, also quite few people present, many visitors, a lot of interest, so it is finally moving. I think it's really a very, very good signal in general for our market in the machine tool industry.
Yeah. It seems as it's also our customers appreciate the opportunity to see us face to face, see and touch the machines.
Absolutely.
What do we have on the booth?
So our booth is something like 500 square meter, plus or minus. We have some big novelties. In particular, we are presenting a brand new high-end wired EM machine, and also our new interface, human-machine interface, is the new Uniqua. We will talk about it. Mm-hmm. We have a new MIL P800U short. It is a short version of a MIL P800U. Very, very compact. We present additive. We present high-end milling technology in 3-axis. The microlution with micromachining, die sinking, laser, all our technology present. And then, very important also is that we have quite a few content on digital, because here really there are a lot of innovations, a lot of new products, and customer service. Also with a lot of things. Last but not least, also our Step-Tec corner with the spindles. So we will see. We will have an overview today about what we exhibit at the show.
And besides that, we're not only there with one booth, we're actually on the EMO with 2 booths.
Yeah, that's also new. Yeah.
First time in a while that System 3R has their own booth to present mainly the tooling, because automation we have on the GF booth. To see, especially as you mentioned, with the MIL P800U short that is ready for automation. Actually, we will hear a little bit more in the dedicated section today about this great machine.
Yeah, and then we exhibit in the Pavilion 7 tooling and the solutions of System 3R. So we are really present massive at this EMO.
And as you already mentioned, we have quite some services on the booth as well. Besides the ones you already mentioned, there's also finance solutions that we offer to our customers with our partner DLL, that we can offer solutions for our customers that want to lease, that want to get the machine financed. So also here we can be approached on the EMO or after with certain offers.
So really also I would like to invite everyone that didn't pay a visit yet to the EMO to come to see us. We are in the Pavilion 1, just at the entrance of the exhibition center. You can see the booth is quite full of people, so we are really happy if you are coming to see us in the next days.
Okay. Something I also want to mention, which is very important to us as GF, is that we have 2 machines on the booth, the Laser P400, where we have a sustainability certificate, as well as the Cut P Pro, where we can show that we actually improve our machines with sustainability in mind. Less electricity, better for the environment. If you want to learn more about that, please ask our staff on the booth or anytime via social media or your sales rep in real life.
We are in fact a lot of sustainable solutions. I think that this is also, let me say, the fil rouge of this exhibition, and really proud to be green with our solutions.
Absolutely.
So it is in any way not only machines, like our name say, we have also solutions. So I'm going also to present some applications where we can really see what is the added value that GF can offer to our customers.
Cool. Let's get into it.
Why not? So first of all, I would like to introduce you to our segmentation corner. So we have a corner at the booth, you can see on this side, is a place where we don't only show our machines, but we show really the possibilities we have in order to support our customers and to add value to the full process.
Mm-hmm. So there's 6 applications, 6 showcases that I see there?
Yeah, there are 6, let me call it stories, where we can explain how do we approach the production of components, in particular related to the medical industry. We have 3 different cases that are related to the medical industry. And then we have one case related to grinding technology. Grinding technology is now integrated in our milling machines, in particular on the high-speed milling, in order to give our mold makers the possibility to grind and to finish parts into the machine in few microns with very, very high level of surface finishing. And then we have one very interesting application for the tire molds.
Yeah.
And last but not least, also a very nice motorsport turbocharger made in additive.
Yeah. And for all the solutions, for all the applications, we show how it is different to do it with a process or machines that we propose.
Yeah, the target here is to inspire our customers. Of course, our customers are very good in machining, very good setting solutions, even better than us using our machines. But in general, we always try to inspire and to give some more ideas in order to be more effective, more efficient producing parts and giving an added value. So, as you know, GF Machining Solutions is owning additive, milling, EDM, laser texturing, micro machining, so services, digitalization. So we are a full range of things that can be integrated with automation. So we are also owning automation and fixtures. So we are really able to offer our customer a full value across the production line. The first I would like to introduce is a shoulder implant. This is a medical component, of course.
Sounds as if it hurts, if you need one.
Normally, you are not, you don't feel that, but I hope. Yeah, of course. It is in any case something that is going in the human body. And in this case, we show a humeral component. This is something that is connecting, is repairing the shoulder. Is really an implant, okay? It's based on titanium, of course. And there are 2 different styles. What we show is a reverse implant. Reverse means that the implant is going into the bone on the arm, and the mechanism is into the shoulder. So traditionally, the process in order to produce this is quite long. So because traditionally you start from forging or casting, and for titanium is not really a piece of cake, or in any case from full material. Then you have a milling operation to remove the material. You need some cleaning, then you need to mask the part, you need to treat it. Why? Because normally you treat with some blasting, some plasma, some coating, in order to have it, to make sure that bones can grow around this component. And then normally you have a laser marking, and you need, of course, to clean, because after the blasting you get elements inside that are not really biocompatible with the body. So this is, of course, quite a long manufacturing chain that is also quite a long time to market.
Absolutely.
So the tendency now, and what we are proposing with our solution, is of course to produce these components starting from additive. Additive is not only giving you the possibility to produce already the shape close to the final one, but is also giving you a possibility to produce a surface that is very good in order to let grow
the bone around
the bone, and to have a recovery time that is even better. So we have a solution for that, is our DMP 350. You can print the parts on a pallet, so that this pallet can be then introduced into the dedicated EDM machine. We have a dedicated EDM machine for additive.
The CAT AM 500.
CAT AM 500. Why do we have such a machine? Because we need to make sure that we don't stress the parts and that these parts are falling in the proper way.
Yeah. So what I saw in many old processes is that when you cut vertically, that you have the problem that parts fall onto each other.
Yeah, of course, and this is really not very welcome because falling on each other is of course not very nice. You can damage, you can have, let me say, scrapes. And then what is also important is that you need to do it manually in order to be careful, So we can automate the process because we can put the pallet into the CAT AM 500. CAT AM 500 turn the pallet directly up and down. So the components are then cut with an horizontal wire and can fall into a dedicated fixture. That is quite a big competitive advantage. Okay?
Yes.
Then you can collect the part. We were also building a special fixture that is now can be seen on the screen. This fixture is giving you the possibility to work the part on two different sides. Okay? The clamping are already integrated into the additive process so that we can clamp the part on the fixture.
That's from System 3R.
Of course. Then we can mill with high-speed milling. We have our Mill S series. I think one of the best machines in medical, 42 RPM. We can do in high-speed machining every type of material for medical, in particular with titanium effective. After the machining, we go on laser blasting. Laser blasting is a very interesting technology because it's giving us the possibility to have the surface finishing we want in digital without using the sand, of course. So you can also have different finishing on different areas of the part. And this is giving us, of course, the possibility to digitalize, complete the process.
Perfect.
Okay, so of course, this cut the chain, cut the time to market, and this is, of course,
what
a
our
competitive
customers
advantage.
need.
Yeah, even because these components start to be more and more dedicated to the patient. So different dimension, different shapes. So of course, with the additive and with the digitalization, you can have everything included.
Yeah,
in the
and
chain.
of course, the process is tracked from beginning to the end.
Yeah, that's also quite a nice advantage because we saw also with some more example on instruments like the Bonso guide block or parts in medical in general. There are also examples where this can be done even stronger because you can really keep the part on the additive pallet up to the real end. And this is giving you the possibility to track complete the process. Another one that I would like to show you, we will not see all the 6 showcases, but I would like to show you this story of a medical pipette.
Yeah. So the first one was parts production. Now we're talking about a mold.
Now we talk about a mold, yes. In fact, the shoulder implant is part of orthopedics. So these are components going directly into the human body. Pipette is also a medical component, but is a plastic component coming from mold and die technology. There is a third case that we have into our showcases is the Bonso guide block is instruments. So these are medical components used on the human body, but don't
stay in the body.
In the body. Yeah. So what about the pipette? The pipette, what is that? Pipette is simply the plastic part you have at the end of the laboratory devices,
Yeah, and
we see now very often.
There's lots of pictures now in the media. Yeah. We had to see too many of them, but there's definitely a big market and a big need for them.
Absolutely, quite a big need and quite a critical component because you have really to dose very well the fluid. We speak about microliters. Of course, this is a matter of accuracy. It is a matter of shape. It is a matter of surface finishing on the plastic components.
Which at the end comes from the mold.
At the end is coming from the mold because in order to have high quality plastic components, you need a best quality mold. We have customers doing that, is a multi-cavity. And the challenge for us, and this is the challenge normally for people producing such a component, is that the roughness of the surface is very, very fine. The reason is that, of course, fluid is coming in, so, but also the demolding must be very nice, so the surface must be perfect. And it is very, very thin, because it's like a big cone.
Yeah.
So, of course, the accuracy and the surface finishing are the two challenges in the market. And today, many customers are finishing these components with the polishing operation.
Yeah. But also in the production of those pipettes, you produce, or our customers at the end, or the customers of our customers produce millions and millions of them. So it needs to be very, very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Fast, need to demold very well, and need to be also well finished. Okay, and you also cannot inspect every single part. So to have also in this case, let me say, a digital, or in any case, a process that is constantly under control is quite a key issue. So what we propose to this market, and what now also the challenge for us, was to go by EDM to work with mold for the pipette very, very close to the final stage. So reduce dramatically the polishing operation. This is a mold that typically is stainless steel, so need to be finished very well. So in order to finish very well, to have a high accuracy, you need to have a very, very accurate electrodes, of course. This is very sensitive because maybe you know, in the EDM machine, die sinking, as small as the radius, as small as the electrodes, as more difficult it is to avoid the wear and to have a good finishing of the surface. So electrodes has been produced by our mill S400. The machine can be integrated in automation together with a die sinker. So very nice, because you can transfer also the mold from milling to die sinking. You can produce the electrodes, and you can manage this also with our digitalization. We have a system, it's called eTrue. It's possible with this software to manage, not only to manage, but also to program and to generate the programs that you need in order to, for the die sinking. We can measure the electrodes and compensate on the die sinking, so we can integrate everything together.
All for a better quality.
Yeah, but you need the best quality possible on the electrodes first.
Absolutely.
So Mill S400 is really helping a lot because it's a thermostable machine. Step-Tec spindle 42K is very, very stable. Linear motors, and of course also linear drives for the table is really one of the top products to do that. And after that, you need to go for die sinking. But is the next challenge, maybe higher. Because in die sinking, what do you have to do? You need to have a fast roughing, but then you have also to have a very, very fine finishing. So the key to do that is our Form X. It's exhibited at the booth. This is the best-in-class machine to do that. Maybe you can see small on the picture, there is a part of the generator is on the head of the machine. So why? Because it's very close to the sparks. So we can keep under control the sparks, we can have a very high frequency. And with a new high gap 2, we introduce also new technologies on the machine that are even better than in the past, and we can really have a full control of the sparks. This is really very, very nice to see. Last but not least, this machine is completely thermostabilized. So we have really a very, very stable process, and is giving us the possibility to achieve our customers are looking for. So less polishing, high productivity, and digital.
Thank you. I think in general, the applications that we show at the EMO are very exciting. What I was seeing is very interesting, and we have the specialists there. For medical, but also for the other solutions that we provide. You can ask them, as I said before, we can talk with them during the EMO, or you can approach any one of us after the EMO if you need any support in your production question. As Andrea already mentioned, we have almost a solution for everything.
No, let me say, of course, as you know, GF Machine Solutions is more related to the high accuracy. So it is for us, of course, mold and die, one of our first application field.
Okay. So I'm going to make space. You have the next guest?
Yeah, I guess so. I would like to thank you first But we will see you again.
I'll be back.
Thanks a lot. So, and I would like to give a warm welcome to Juan Martin, our head of product management. So let's start from application to speak about products.
Yeah.
So
Thank
I guess
you.
we show few new things.
Yes, and we start with probably the biggest launch in the show. This is the new CutX. This is the new really machine for the very high-end wire EDM. In fact, we have many novelties in our wire EDM product range, but CutX is probably the biggest. You can see this is the machine to substitute in the future the CAT 2000, 3000, but it has so many novelties inside. You see the machine, it looks like a wire cut machine, just like others, but there are so many new things inside, okay?
There are also some doors there, eh?
Yeah, of course. You can see the machine is opening with two doors.
Yeah.
This is coming from the older model that they had this kind of opening doors also. But they are automatic, by the way. They can be manual or automatic. But most important is that we have so many novelties inside, as I mentioned. First of all, the twin wire, which is our unique technology, also coming from the CAT 2000, 3000. We have, of course, the Uniqua. You mentioned before, the Uniqua is the new wire EDM HMI.
Yeah.
So this will be is now presented in this CutX and in the CutP Pro that I will talk later.
So twin wire, by the way, what does it mean? You go deeper then?
I will go deeper.
Good.
Yeah, of course. We have some new novelties like the Spartak ISPS, which is coming from other models before, the CutP. So this is basically a system where we can reduce the wire breakage, so we can have more reliable processes. We have the X technologies, we call it. It's because we change so many mechanical parts, and especially the heads in the machine, we have a much more accurate machine. We, of course, changed something in the wire threading. We included now the annealing in the wire threading to be more reliable. And probably the biggest novelty, because this is the first time that in the wire EDM industry, we have a machine in any competitor doing like that, is that we have an exchangeable wire guide. So you can choose whether to work with open guides or closed guides.
Oh, wow.
This is something that you can really, so you basically buy the machine with both guides, and in 10 minutes you can change from one guide to the other.
So I can even retrofit if I want?
Yeah, you can.
If I have an application that need open guide because I want to change the wire diameter, I can change the close with open.
Perfect.
So
it's your choice. You have both choices, and you need only like 10 minutes to change from an open guide machine to a closed guide machine. In the past, you had, whenever you bought a machine, you needed to really make the choice whether you go to one direction or the other.
Wow.
Today, for the first time, you buy a machine and you can choose the best way to produce your part. Okay. The CutX is coming in two different sizes. I will not go in details here, but it's basically the 350 and the 500 size. Let's go a little bit more in details about some technical issues. As I told you, one of the main features of the machine that is coming from our former high-end wire EDM machine is the automatic wire changer. Okay, we call it twin wire. Why twin wire? You asked me before. Twin wire means that we basically have two wire circuits in the machine, and you can change from one wire to the other wire automatically in the machine within the process.
Understand.
What does this mean? You can do this because, for instance, you need to rough with a thicker wire and then finish with a thinner wire.
Even also some economic wire.
Or an economic wire.
Or what else?
Perfect.
And then I can finish with a high-end wire.
You can have both spools with the same wire and just have longer autonomy.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can, whenever one spool is finished, then you can go to the other one. We know automation is a big issue, and then to make automation, you need this autonomy. Or you can have same wire diameters, but with different focus. So you can have a wire for roughing, and then a coated wire specifically for very thin wire, for very thin surface finishing. Okay? So it's just very open. The nice thing of this feature is that gives you the opportunity to really take advantage of the best of two different wires in the same machining process. Okay, and this is something that we have for a long time in GF, and we are the only ones worldwide today offering still this twin wire technology. The next one is the super big novelty from this CATX. As I told you before, this is the open and closed guide. So basically, you can see this new design of the head is super compact. I will talk about the head a little bit later, but it's super compact, and basically you have a cartridge with a closed guide and an open guide, and you can basically change from one system to the other in just 10 minutes, and we said before. And then, as I told you before, the X technologies. What are the X technologies? In the past, with the high-end machines, you had to choose whether you wanted to go very fast or very accurate. Today, because of the mechanics of the machine, because of the new head, you have everything in one technology. You don't need to choose anything. You choose this technology for that material, this height, and it will be as fast, much faster than before, around 30 to 40% faster, and much more accurate than before. Okay.
Wow.
And this is basically because of the new design of the head. We are very, very close from the guides to the workpiece. We are talking about 6.5 millimeters in closed guides, 7.5 in open guides, and also because of the flashing in the head, and this is something that maybe it's interesting for you that you talked about applications.
Yeah.
We designed this head with additive manufacturing. So we design and we produce the head in additive manufacturing, of course, in our machine. Otherwise, it's impossible to have those channels perfectly designed.
So we use our own technology to produce parts for our machines.
That's it.
That's it. Really interesting. I guess this machine is for very high accuracy components.
Yep.
Mainly, I believe is for stamping, but also for the production of parts that need really very, very high accuracy.
Stamping dies for ICT market basically in Asia, but also for stamping dies for food industry or packaging and so on, and of course for the very micro machining of watch industry and so on. Yeah. So these are the big novelties of the CATX.
And beside we have these, at the booth.
Of course. Yes, just one machine beside the other. This is also the biggest, the other very big novelties is the new CAT-P machine. We call it CAT-P Pro because we have some novelties in already existing product that we had before, okay? This is coming in basically three sizes, the 350, 550, and 800. And what are the new things in the CAT-P Pro? Well, basically, this is not completely new for the CAT-P Pro, but it's a newer version of the ISPS. This is again what I was talking before in the CATX. So also included in the CATX, this is based in our spark track module. And this is basically detecting the concentration of the sparks along the wire, and it's avoiding the wire breakage. So you are sure that you will have a process with no...
That's for automation really important, because you don't stop a cell.
You don't stop.
Not only that,
that's it.
yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. And so this is super important.
Good.
The next module, which is also based on SparkTrack, so same technology but different usage here, is the iWire. This is the wire. We reduce the wire consumption. Something like in some parts, we can even reduce in 40% the wire consumption.
Very sustainable, I guess. This is the reason why we have a green dot
of course.
Slide.
Of course.
Yeah.
And also, we produce or we present with this CAT-P Pro a new technology. We call it TurboTec. This is a new technology, just changing our strategy to cut the parts, where we can be, as you can see here, around 21% faster than we just were without this technology. just the same machine, different technologies.
Same components,
same
simple components. If the
Simple
components start to be more complicated, maybe we gain even more.
This is, yeah, but this is basically for people that are needing some kind of RE, which is not extreme, but they need just to be fast.
Yeah.
And now the machine is super fast. In fact, we did some comparison and we are faster than anyone in the market. Okay?
Good.
The nice thing and this is something that I would like to explain, we ask you to come to the show because you will see this part. This is very important part. This is our internal benchmark.
Yeah.
It's called the step plate. And we want to show this because, in fact, we can combine the three technologies together in the same part. So we can combine ISPS, so no wire breakage. We have the iWire, 40% less wire consumption, and Turbo-Tec, and faster. So we are faster, less wire consumption, and no wire breakage.
And reliable process.
And reliable, and all them together. Wow. So they are. You can combine everything in the same.
If I'm not wrong, the Cat Pre is also this quadrant construction. Is the best in class for the angles.
Of course, this is the very well-known quadrant construction we had in the past. And just last but not least, for the wire EDM, you will see that in both the Cat P Pro and the Cat X, and we have also a vertical screen showing this new HMI. For the first time in our history of this unification of these very big wire EDM companies, we have a new HMI called Uniqua. This is the new HMI for GFMS, for wire EDM machines. It gets the best of the walls, X-walls of Xiaomi and Aji in one single HMI. Very easy to use. It's incredibly easy to use for expert users or also for beginners. Okay.
Yeah, you can have also dynamic programming and ISO programming.
This is the very nice thing. This is the very nice thing of the controller of this new HMI. You can program as you were used to with the sequential programming, or you can do with high dynamic. So this is super interesting. Again, like in the cartridge, you don't need to choose. You can have the machine and you can choose to program sequential or dynamic.
Wow. Okay. So this was really very interesting. I think that we have few novelties on wire EDM, always pioneering. So 100 years, more than 100 years experience between the two companies that we had. So I think it was really exciting. So, and thank you very much, Juan.
I will see you later with some other products.
Oh, good. We'll speak about milling, maybe.
Yeah, of course.
So, and what I could do, I would like to give a warm welcome to Antonio Faccio.
Thank you.
Hello, Antonio. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I exchange. Well, yes, why not? Let's take a small break. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Andrea. Ciao, Antonio.
Ciao.
So, we mentioned it already. Services has a big space on the booth because it is very important to us. So I'm going to hand you the magic stick.
Thank you very much.
To tell us a little bit more.
I think from GF Machining Solution, customer service really represent an important pillar for our strategy. And I think it's important to explain what we are going to present during this exhibition. Service is not just repairing a machine or offering some spare parts or a quick service intervention, but it's something more for us. That's why we want also to rename our service organization something more, in a big commitment towards our customer in service plus success. And the success should be the success of our customer. And if the customer is successful, also GF Machining Solution is successful. And also with this new approach, we want really to bring our customer to new target, to new heights. And this is really what we are trying to offer. I think after a long preparation job, finally we are able to present as a new service product, 4 new service packages, what we call our Success Pack. This offering now is available for 4 types of machine, which represent Mill E machine, Mill P machine, Cat E and Cat P. At the moment is represent our best sold product, and we have a plan to roll out this Success Pack to cover all the GF Machining Solution portfolio.
But of course, services are available always for all machines?
Of course, this is something which is coming on top. We continue to offer our standard services, which represent, I think, our daily operation, but with this Success Pack, we want really to offer something more. And I think it's a kind of result of all the interaction we had with our customer. Our customer are expecting from Jeff Machining Solutions something more, and that's the reason why we want to offer these packages.
And in there, I think actually what the slogan "To New Heights," I think that is a very nice analogy, especially since I do believe that our customers see GF already as one of the top performers in customer service.
And of course, with our equipment, our customer are expecting peak performance, and this is really the analogy that we want to bring. And not to forget, also we are a Swiss company, so I think also a kind of visual that remember to our customer that we are a Swiss company. So I think it's something nice. I would like maybe to give some more insight of what this Success Pack represent.
Please.
The idea of this Success Pack is a kind of subscription service. Is also GF Machining Solution is moving also to a kind of servitization journey. I think it's a long journey, and we are doing the first step. The idea is to have some modules. So we start first with the first entry-level service pack, which is called Bronze, and Bronze is based on our digital approach. My colleague Andreas afterwards will present more in detail what are we doing on the digital, but basically we want to offer a priority access to all customers which are using our R-Connect functionality. So we want to support and call back within 30 minutes is a big commitment that we take with our customer. And also we want to give a priority access in planning the service activity.
Okay.
If we go to a level up, one level up level on the Bronze Plus, I think it's very important to offer a specific diagnostic inspection visit on the core element of the machine. On the milling, the core element is the spindle.
Yep.
On the EDM is the generator, and we develop specific service diagnostic intervention to make sure that our customer use the machine with the best of this core component. On top, I think we are also offering and taking advantage of our digital technology to offer extended support availability, because whenever the machine is connected via R-Connect, we are able to offer 24 hours, 5 days a week in terms of support. And I think this is an important novelty.
Yeah. And I think in support, it is not only that the machine is not working, but it is also, if you want to improve the performance of the machine, then the support team is also ready to do so.
Absolutely, and especially if the machine is connected via Connect, we can enter really inside the machine and check every single detail. It's not just a simple telephone call, or it just complete remote support from anywhere in the world. I think this is an important step. The next level is also on the service, a silver contract. On the silver contract, we include all the services that are already included in Bronze and Bronze Plus. On top, we offer a preventive maintenance contract with a specific and certified checklist that has been agreed and approved by our R&D department. We offer also a specific discount on labor and parts in case customers have some other needs. And what is very important, we give a kind of certificate that the machine is operating in good condition. I think this is important because also customer can use in their, let's say, quality department, in quality system, because they take care about the machine. And also we do believe that we will have, we'll give an opportunity to our customer to increase the value of the machine in case they want to trade back or to sell as a second hand. I think this is very important. Last but not least, also what we learn working with our customer, several times we discover that some software, they have some small bugs. So definitely every time we have a bug we want to fix. But what has been done so far is a kind of reactive approach. Customer is calling, we have a problem, then immediately we fix. But maybe customer experience a machine downtime, experience some problem. Now with the Silver Pack, we want to offer a proactive software upgrade to make sure also the overall machine availability increase over the time.
Yeah, and the software is becoming a bigger and bigger part in all the machines. I think this is a very nice service and a very nice offer that we have here. and not only when there's bugs, but also when there is improvements in the software.
Absolutely.
Which in regards to speed often makes a big difference.
And for example, we have some good example in our EDM machine. If we implement a new technology, this technology will be available. Another important thing also, if we move now to the Silver Plus, we can enrich our offering with a very important feature for customers that they don't want to have any kind of surprise in terms of maintenance cost over the year. We offer a full extended warranty. So after the legal warranty, the customer can get labor and parts warranty for 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5 years. And I think this is an important tool that we offer to our customer.
Makes it very easy to plan.
Absolutely.
Really know your total cost of ownership.
And especially what we have seen now also during this crisis, there are some equipment that are kind of bottleneck in the production. So this is the best way for our customer to secure stable running cost. And they can also predict what would be the running cost.
Awesome.
On top, we are also offering a kind of secure backup. We want really to make sure that our customer, in case they have any kind of issue, they have a certified and secure backup so they can restore quickly the functionality of the machine. And we offer also the ball bar testing in order to make sure that the machine is running with the specific geometrical control and with the expected performance.
Okay.
I would like just also to reinforce the message that is, I think, a feature that we will release starting from next week. For the first time from next week until end of the year, the 24 hours for 5 days a week will be offered to European customer. And as of January 1st, we will offer also to worldwide customer.
And I think that is kind of special. This is not something that...
No, this is really special. I think we invested a lot in our digital technology. Now is the time also to offer this advantage to our customer, and we are ready to take the challenge. And I would like just to close. I think we have a lot of other interesting novelties. So I invite really customer if they have some time to pay us a visit. But I think otherwise we will have also the possibility to spread all the other interesting novelties. I think what I would like to share with our visitors is on customer service, especially on EDM machine, we are known to be recognized as a top EDM manufacturer.
Yes.
Produce high quality machines sometimes is not enough. We need also to have a specific core generator and technologies that we develop with our R&D engineer, and we need also to have certified wires. And on EDM machine, on wire EDM machine, only if we have all the 3 elements, we can get the best performance.
Results. Yes.
What we want also to offer to our customer, we develop a very simple app where we try to put all our know-how, because we have different types of wire that can fit to different needs. And then the customer by themselves will be able to understand what are the advantages. If I need to look for a speed technology or a quality technology or a precision technology, we can really share this knowledge to our customer. And this is just an example how we do believe that our customer service approach could bring real benefit to our customer.
Okay. For this app, where can he get the app?
Just contact our service representative and we will be pleased to share the app with you. And anyway, starting from next Monday, will be available on the App Store.
Perfect. I think generally with our service corner that we have here at the EMO, I think we have a great representation. Other than that, there's always the website.
Absolutely.
To find out more or ask the sales rep. They can tell you everything about it. Antonio, thank you very much. And we have our next guest here, the head of digital business,
Hey,
Andreas
ciao.
Auch.
Stefan,
Ciao,
please
Andreas.
allow me that I get a bottle with me, because we had a lot of interesting discussion and presentation last 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And so this is my backup.
Okay,
Forget
but spend a
all
little bit of time with me. Take a seat, and
you very much.
I give you the power to tell us more about the digital business, as we have it also in a special corner on our booth. But for the guests that are not able to join us here in Milano, what can you tell us?
Okay, thank you very much, Stefan. Here, we introduce perfect hardware and automation. And the target of digital business is to extend the solution portfolio. And I'd like to share about 5 main ideas or concepts how we contribute to the customer needs. And the first one is data your value. And you know the headword, oil is the new data, also data is the new oil.
Yes.
And the big question here is, how can we translate the data to customers' valid information?
We collect so much of it.
Exactly, exactly. And you know, we as solution provider with milling, EDM, laser, we have to find a way how can we speak the same language with our machines. And so we introduced OPC-UA, that our machines give always the same information regarding overall efficiency KPIs, that a dashboard or an integration gets always the right data. And with that one, the next question or our building block is the manufacturing ecosystem. Because we know all manufacturing alone is not enough. So there is the integration, for example, to customers' MES system, to ERP systems, to planning systems. And here we help our customers with their manufacturing ecosystem to get the best out of the data for planning and controlling the machines.
Okay.
The next part, and I think that was mentioned by Antonio already, digital and digital services belongs very close together. And I'd like to show you a short overview about our novelties on digital services later on. But of course, the relationship between offerings, service level agreements enabled by digital comes closely together.
Before you can ask for a service, first you need to know what's wrong.
Exactly.
Or where you can improve.
Exactly, and we know if it's running or not running or what is the root cause behind. The next one, and in my point of view, that is the most important part where we can offer benefits for our customer, is the digital twin or augmented machine capability. Here, this will be my second example, what we offer as a novelty at EMO Milano 2021. The last building block is when we have everything connected, everything automized, now we have to help our customer to make the horizontal and the vertical process integration. That means, for example, CAD/CAM integration, qualified simulation models, qualified post-processors that we produce perfect milling parts. We measure it, and then for the EDM process part, we know exactly the shape of the machine. So we are even more precise than every process step in a sequence.
And as long as we track the data, we have perfect traceability throughout the whole process.
Exactly, and we can learn from the data. So, as I told you before, I'd like to show you two novelties. And the first one is in the area of R-Connect with the live remote systems. You know, since 2017, we offer the service that we can connect our machines directly with the service technicians when they have a need or they need a support. And now, as a premiere, now it's possible based on HMI, directly on the HMI of the machines, based on Windows, we have to say, you can directly request a service request or a ticketing, and you don't have to go through the office or walk away. So when you need help,
the operator can go directly and say,
Exactly.
okay, look, I need help, I need support.
Exactly, exactly. And extending on that, there are two new applications where we can chat, video, and have a whiteboard functionality.
Yeah.
So it's now possible to get the support immediately on the shop floor, in the office, or even when you are at home, you can chat and get the feedback back.
Yeah. I actually had the possibility to try this, and it was a great experience. It seems very simple. It seems like such a simple idea, but when you really stand in front of the machine and you can do that, it's such a huge benefit.
Exactly. And, you know, it's not, you could say, yes, you could that with every phone, video conferencing. Now, but we use the connectivity of our machine directly, and we use the secure tunnel technology provided by CMedia, and this is the real differentiation on the market.
Plus, besides the chat that you have with the service technician, you also, or the service technician on the other side, can see, if you allow so, all the data of the machine to really help you specifically with the problem that you face.
Exactly, and it's always full control from the customer side.
And I think that is important to point out. Every single step in the process needs to be allowed by our customers.
Exactly. Digitalization is trust, and when we do not have the trust, we will fail with digitalization. And the next big novelty is, we call that the next generation of our R-Connect solution portfolio. It's called My R-Connect.
Yeah.
And here, just give me the explanation what is behind My R-Connect. First of all, till now, we could only use R-Connect when the machine was connected. We have in total about 10,000 machines in the field equipped with R-Connect boxes, but now with R-Connect, My R-Connect as a web service, we can address up to 70,000 existing machines in the field. That means now even a non-Connect machine can use our service offerings. For example, you can directly create the ticketing in a digital way. You can use the conferencing, web service, video service exactly like you were connected, but not with the connected machines.
Okay. So you might miss out on a little bit, let's say, on the data sharing.
Yes.
If it's not
exactly.
connected, that is.
Exactly.
But at the end, my choice if I want to do so or not. But I can enter the machine by myself manually into my R-Connect and still take advantage of some of the services that you offer.
Exactly. And here we have the first link with what Antonio mentioned. There will be an SLA where the customer can use these additional digital services as well.
Okay.
For these machines, what we have connected with a real connectivity, also the live remote access, the data access, it's possible to reconnect, and also important, the existing R-Connect box is just a software update, and then they connect to the cloud.
Cool.
So then the next version is we can do the performance analyzer with OPC UA as well, using the messaging functionality to get even more precise informed what is going on the shop floor. And the real novelty is as well with the new machines, for example, with the Uniqua machines for wire EDM. Here we offer now the first time the process inspector, where we can manage and inspect real-time process information.
That one we also have live on the booth.
Exactly, exactly. And with that one, we introduce this OPC UA version, high frequency. We go up to 1 millisecond and gather the data out of the machine.
Yeah. Also here, something really cool to see live, how this works, and besides the big screens that we have, but to see it really connected to all the machines, it's very impressive.
Exactly. And just as a reminder, R-Connect is our new cloud solution. There is no compromise on security. It's available anytime, anywhere, and for all our GF machines. If you are interested, please just come and see and learn. Thank you very much, Stefan.
Thank you, Andreas. I take that back.
Thank you.
See you
Enjoy
later.
the show. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And we're going to move on. So I hand back to my colleague, Andrea.
Yeah.
I take a little break. I'll be back in a minute.
Why not? Yes. So, and again, I welcome again Juan.
Yep.
And I guess we are starting to speak about
Milling.
milling
Yeah.
now.
Of course.
Yeah. Let's see what we have.
Okay, so we basically present two machines in the booth. One is the Mill P900. This is a machine that we already had for some time, but we have a super big novelty in this show. Just to remember, this machine was launched in 2016 in Asia. The first idea of the machine was to focus on the Asian market. We were very successful. Afterwards, we launched it also in Europe in 2017 and the US. But because the focus was Asia, we launched it with Fano controller. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a huge success. We sold in more than 300 machines. The response from the end user were super. And but we had some ideas. Okay, why you don't sell it, or why you don't focus also in Europe and so on? And we all know that Europe needs.
Yeah, because in
different-
fact this is also very stable, and for mold and die, plastic injection is really fantastic.
Perfect machine. Yeah. In the next years, we also had some kind of a design update. It was more designed to focus more on our new corporate colors. And then we are just now launching this completely new design based in our super nice Pininfarina design, as we saw before in the Cat X. And of course, big novelty also in 2020 was that we launched also the smaller size of the machine. So we now have the 900, perfect for plastic injection, a little bit bigger molds. The MIL-P 500 also is perfect for electrodes, for small cores and cavities, for stamping dies, for many ICT customers. And of course, we also redesigned the outside of the automation. You have to remember that both the 900 and the 500 can be automated by the back of the machine.
Like all our machines, the operator side stay free.
Yeah.
So we can automate from behind, and it's very, very user-friendly solution. Also, MIL-P 900, 500 is like that.
Yes, we know. We are coming from this mold making industry. We know that operators need to see what is going on because very often they are realizing the part only for the first time. So automation is always done from behind, and the operator is fully has a full vision of what is going on inside the machine. And we just redesigned also the automation with the same Pininfarina design. And of course, the big novelty in this show is that we present the machine with Heidenhain controller. So we know the controller is a very local issue. Asia likes Fanuc, Europe prefers mostly Heidenhain, and this is the perfect occasion.
Anyway,
now.
we give the freedom the customer to choose what they prefer to program with.
Perfect.
Even if this machine is, of course, a machine that need also to be programmed by CAD/CAM, having a lot of 3D shapes to machine.
For sure, but you know that customers are used to some kind of controller, and then they have the choice. So today, for the first time, we have this MIL-P series, the 900 and 500, also with hand-in-hand controller. So our customers can choose whether to program with Fanuc or to have the Fanuc interface, or then the hand-in-hand interface. And then also we have, as Andreas was talking before, all the OPC UA that is integrated in all our machines, I
would invite really customers to give a look, because we really had very nice experiences also in Europe by this machine, because the level of accuracy of finishing that you can achieve, the thermostability. There is this mineral casting structure of the machine that is a closed ring, very, very strong, very heavy, and stability is really fantastic. So I think that feel, of course, free to ask for more informations, and welcome again also to our booth in order to give a look.
And in fact, just to finish, this stability you can see in the parts we produce. If you come to the show,
there are parts beside the machine that are showing absolutely
just perfect.
Finishing, semi-finishing, graphing, one machine.
One machine.
Fantastic. Good. So thank you very much, Juan. We exchange with, and I I would really like to give a warm welcome to Benoit Defrast from Step-Tec. Now we were in milling. We speak about spindles. Because GF Machine Solutions produce not only the machines but also the spindle, the core of milling.
Indeed. Thank you to have me here, Andrea. I think that not only speaking about the milling, but also we mentioned the service and the digital aspect of things. You're going to see here that all this finally works together with the deepest equipment inside the machine. But first, let me give you a first insight to maybe who is Step-Tec, because we're one of the smallest organization within the company. And I wanted to remember a little bit what are the different things we can offer.
Yeah.
And so Step-Tec is a 25 years company, organization that very soon got to be integrated together with Micron and eventually GFMS. And we focus on spindles, but also a dedicated customer component, as well as the service of all these spindles. So we deliver roughly 1,500 new spindles to the market every year, and we service around 800 spindles. So all this in-house, so showing that when it comes to the heart of the machine, just like for the generator in the EDM, at GF we take it quite seriously to have this in our hands. So the core competencies that we hold at Step-Tec are, of course, in the high-speed spindles, as we are coming from this mold and die business. And of course, not only the speed, but the precision is paramount. So we work and have developed core competencies in the thermal management of this element.
I see that in any case we do everything in-house.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Spindles are produced completely by GF Machining Solutions.
That's right. We've got the design competence inside. We've got the manufacturing with soft and hard machining. So to have the process of manufacturing of these high-speed turning element quite under our control. And the service too belongs to all this. So we have the ability to repair the spindle with a strong and original equipment at any time.
Of course.
For those who don't know this, we even are the manufacturer or some other components for other machine builders. I mean, for me, it tells a lot about the reliability and the strengths in terms of in-house competencies that we have. Having leading milling and grinding machine manufacturer, being confident about placing their equipment at Step-Tec, at GF, tells a lot about that.
So practically we are producing also spindles for different OEMs on the market, not only for us.
That's right, yeah. And in many different segments and with quite different performance than the one that we specifically for GF, we deliver specifically for GF. Yeah.
So me as machine tool builders could rely also on you and could have a spindle Step-Tec on my machine?
Definitely, yes. Either a Step-Tec spindle, or if you want something that is really specifically made for you, if you are in the special machine business, the form, the shape, the performance can be specifically made for you.
Okay, nice to see.
But of course, our bread and butter remains our spindle platforms. I mentioned platforms because obviously we do not make one spindle alone. We work out of modular construction to have the ability, as you can see here on the screen, the ability from one size to offer different speed, different torque, different power. It's a compromise, of course, but you can choose whatever you would like to have on your machine, and this gives you also the possibility to evolve without changing the complete component. As I mentioned before, we have no data in the digital world without getting this data. So we've got all this within our spindle, and obviously the complete solution package we offer for the service would not work without the operations behind, and we offer a spindle exchange program delivering spare spindle within 24 hours all across the globe for a flat fee and with complete reset of the warranty.
Good.
At the EMO, we show this year the HPC 190, which is our main spindle, I would say, for the MIL-P 800 and MIL-P 900 that were mentioned before. We are showing our brand new HVC 150, which is a very universal spindle, even capable of grinding performance. We have quite some interested customers in this respect as we launch this spindle. And last but not least, we demonstrate our specific spindle for the aerospace market integrated within Lichty machine.
Very compact, I saw, eh? Very short, so can be used in 5-axis head.
made for, you're right, tilting rotary head, and indeed made specifically for the purpose of the Lichty machine.
Good. So thank you very much. It was really a nice
you, Andreas.
overview. You have a nice corner. These spindles are exhibited, so I hope that we will get also visitors, but of course, always available also on the web and available for consultancy for different machine tool builders too.
The great things for us at EMO, all machine builders are here.
Exactly.
So we don't have to look for them.
You don't have to welcome customers via web.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
thanks
Andrea.
a lot, Benoit. Thanks. Thank you very much. And I give you a welcome again back for Juan. So because we stay on milling now.
Yeah, of course, of course. We are talking about spindles, so...
And we speak about also novelty that we mentioned before. So it is Mill P800U S. What is this S?
It's S. Special.
Super.
It's S for short because
Short.
this is, I need to remind all of us because this is Mill P800U, is a super famous machine from GF. This is basically just the same structure machine, so everything you had before is still there in the machine. Super
Even if
rigid.
I know that we have a more rigid table now because we change a bit.
Of course, this
yeah.
is the last point here.
Okay.
But of course, you know, the rigidity of the structure, the double ball screw in the y-axis, so fully gantry.
Still concrete base, so all the same architecture that we had before.
Yes, the full torque rotary table.
Axis,
okay. Full torque, no mechanical driven, so super good accuracy and dynamics. The nice new thing about this new version is that we can go up to 1,000 kilos of payload. So we were at 700 and now it's 1,000. Okay.
Good.
So we know this machine. There are. We also know that the super famous MSP. We are unique in the market. Still, we can really crush the spindle, but we have problem in the spindle.
Yeah, restart machining in case of collision is a couple of minutes.
That's it.
So we did a lot of, there is also a demonstration available at the booth if somebody wants to see the machine in collision.
Yes. Yeah. We do collision the machine.
We can restart. We can restart. We do collision intentionally. We can restart it in a couple of minutes, getting the same volumetric tolerances.
Perfect.
That's it.
And then the new thing of also the systems around the machine is the AMC. The AMC is something that we had already in the Mill S series. Yeah. This is the automated machine calibration. 5-axis machines are all about accuracy. Yeah. And to make a very good accuracy in 5-axis, you need really to calibrate the machine very well. In the past, calibrating the machine needed a very experienced operator or very experienced service guy. We design and we design a system that is automatic. So you just press a button and the machine does everything to have the right calibration so you can keep the perfect accuracy. Okay. This is something that we had in the Mill S, and from now we also have in the Mill.
So if I have a sensitive job, I can decide to calibrate the machine automatically by myself in order to be even more accurate than the average.
It's a process that lasts for like 10 minutes and does everything for you. So fantastic. You know that after 10 minutes you're going to have to be as precise as you can with the machine. Just to remember that the Mill P800U already had lots of automation possibilities. The single machine, the double pallet, the Margarita with 7 pallet.
This is the Mill P800U, not the short. It's the
not
standard,
the short, just the standard machine. Yeah. We all know this version.
We had a lot of automation.
That's it. So what is new in the S, in the short? Why is short? So the short machine is thought for those who need automation with a multiple pallet, with a 6-axis robot loading and unloading. Yeah. Okay, we had this possibility too in the past, but we had to go with a double pallet machine, and now we can go directly into the machine table.
I understand.
Why? Because we basically change the configuration and the layout of the machine. So this is why we call it short. In the beginning, the machine was, the original Mill P800U short is a narrow machine, but very deep. And now we are getting the machine a little bit wider, but it's very short. And this is why, because now with the 6-axis robot, we can access with the pallets directly to the machine table.
Or
interface.
different automation, if you need a heavy payload, you can go direct on the table.
Of course,
Quite
of course.
close.
The advantage here is that we reduce the
Yeah.
distance from the automation to the table center.
Hey, if I'm not wrong, this could be put also here in this studio, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
More or less, we can put this machine
Not
here.
only, we can even put two machines in the studio with the same robot because they are super well organized and the layout. And of course, if customers need further expansion of the automation, they can go for a rail system with a robot and then add 1, 2, 3, 4, how many machines they need.
Of course.
Depending on the needs of the machine, okay? To connect.
Also in this case, up to 1,000 kilograms
For sure, of course.
payload.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the payload of the automation depends, of course, on the robot.
Yeah, but we can have systems for 1,000 kilograms.
Perfect. Okay.
Wow.
And just to connect with what Antonio was saying, for the first time, we are offering complete customer service with this machine. When you buy now the new customer service package, you get the service, the preventive service, not only for the machine, but also for the whole systems and with the automation. So we are responsible for the whole installation of the machine and the automation. So customer has to call to one guy, and we will solve
one
the
point
problem.
of contact,
Yeah.
one single point of contact, responsible and in charge for everything. So it was really very interesting. Thank you very much. And now, since we speak about a package that is including automation, and don't forget, automation is part of the GF product range, I give a warm welcome to Francesco Vigano, that is the product manager for automation, and I give the ball to Stefan in order to moderate this discussion, okay?
Just going to give you a short break. You'll be back.
Thanks a lot.
Ciao, Francesco.
Hello, Stefan.
Good to have you here.
Nice, thank you.
We already talked about automation. We just got
right.
off the MILP 800U short, which is built for automation. On the booth, I see you close to the machine. Here, a little automation.
Yeah,
So we can move
that's it.
forward. Tell us a little bit more what we do here.
Perfect. Thank you, Stefan. Welcome to the backside of the MILP 800U short. Like Andrea and Juan told you just before, we are talking about a machine and a solution and a package made for 1 or 2 machines and already prepared with a complete set of magazines and activities and tooling also. Because here we see that the cell is completely equipped with 16 positions of tooling, so 16 pallets can be put on that cell, and we prepared actually, and we are presenting at EMO 2 packages.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I see it just here above me.
Oh.
There's the MILP 800U
Yeah,
short
right.
with your cell.
That's in that position, and I'm here to speak about this because we are presenting these interesting packages with 2 sizes of robot. The first one is the 360 kilograms robot presented with the Delphin 450 by 450. And then the second one is the 700 kilograms presented with the Palletsberg of 500 by 500. Now we are looking again at the dimension of this. Just before Juan told you that we are already close to 40 square meters. If we look directly to the machine and to the cell, we go at around 37, 40 square meters. But then if you add the second machine, again, you see in this representation that we are within the 60 square meters. So total, when you build the complete cell, we are very, very compact and very, very rational, because even if you open all the doors, the dimension does not change so much. So the footprint is very, very much small and rational.
And I think for our customers, in regards to scalability, it makes a big difference if they can actually put more machines into the same space instead of having to extend already the workshop.
That's nice. This way you have the possibility to put 2 machines, so with 16 pallets you have 8 pallets to one machine, 8 pallets to the second machine. And thanks to our System 3R Cell Manager software system, you can move the pallets from one machine to the other one depending on the presence of the proper tools on one machine or another, even if a tool breaks. And so you can move to the other machine if the tool is present, that one, automatically.
Okay. And the software we also see live on the booth, right?
Yes, we see live on the booth there with the simulation of different scenarios in the MIL-P 800U short corner, but also here, as you can see, with the VPT1 Plus. This is the small robot, compact robot, our best seller, which presents two novelties. The first one is the new design. You can see here harmonized with the design of all the machines of GF Machining Solutions.
It looks definitely very pretty when we see it right now next to the form and the laser machine.
You're right, exactly. And then the great technical novelty of this work partner One Plus is the rotary magazine. Here we present the rotary magazine that is able to double or increase up to 2 times to 3 times the capacity of a standard single magazine. So the key for this novelty is that we always have one magazine on one side, one magazine on the opposite side. This is possible to configure also with the traditional, let's say, heavy and light magazines. But thanks to the rotary magazine, we increase the capacity so that we have always the possibility to have 2 machines at the sides. So the robot is taking less than 4 square meters, but it is serving always 2 machines. So remember, no more need of compromise between magazine capacity and machines to be served. Always 2 machines with full capacity available.
When we were there on Monday, I think we had a customer on the booth that was asking an interesting question that I thought that you can actually check the availability of the machine then also from the office, not only directly at the machine.
Yes, we have these possibilities thanks to our connections, because the machining preparation is made all by the office, then it is executed on the machine, but you can have a control with the cell monitoring on the cell, on the robot and on the single machines. Very soon we will apply the full R-Connect also on the robots, so on this robot and all other robots. So by few months we will be ready for the full control.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Stefan.
Francesco, thank you very much for being here.
It's for you.
And
Very nice.
I'm going to
you.
have Juan now. Juan, finally.
Finally.
Finally, Andrea was taking all your time, and now finally I get a little bit of time to spend with you.
I'm glad to be here with you.
And you can tell me a little bit about the Form X that we have on the booth.
Yes. Well, we just saw Francesco talking about this cell that we installed at the booth with the Form X 600 and the laser, with the VPT1 robot in the middle. The Form X is a very well-known machine in our product range. It is the machine we use to produce all these very nice parts that Andrea was talking before. The spinneret, the very high-end and very accurate and very fine surface finishing. It's our higher-end form of die sinking machine, and probably is the best in class worldwide. Okay, of course, not super big news in the machine. It's an already existing product which is working perfectly, but we have some new things. First of all, we present this with the automation, as you can see, just to remind you that this is our best class machine and it can be automated either from the right or from the left side of the machine. So it
gives definitely more flexibility to our customers. Yes.
We present also with the machine the new process monitoring with the e-tracking and the connectivity of the UPC UA, as Andreas was talking before. The biggest new is this new technologies, this new iGap that I will explain you later. Just to remind you, the machine has 2 sizes. We are presenting the 600 size, so the bigger size, but we also have a smaller size for those customers who need just more compact machine. So the biggest new novelty of this machine is a new set of technologies that we already called iGap, so now we call it iGap 2.0. Basically, this new set of technologies are focusing on 2 different benefits. The first one is lower cost of electrodes, because we have a much less electrode wear, which means you save electrode cost, but also that you, with less electrodes, you can have, for example, a multi-cavity mold produced with less electrodes, okay? So this is the first novelty. The second novelty would be a better surface roughness. We saw it with the spinneret, but we have specifically two technologies for two very specific applications. One is a very nice surface roughness with bigger surfaces. This is an inquiry we had from the ICT market, from the electronic market in Asia, really. We can be around 65%, we can be better in surface, but also we can be 65% faster with graphite electrodes and around 25% faster with copper electrodes. And then the second thing and the second novelty of these surface new technologies is the dark surface, we call it. This is a very special surface finishing that has no direct relationship with the VDI scale that was invented by Charmet so many years ago, but it is more kind of looking. And this is something that the electronic components are looking more and more. And so we develop special technologies to create this kind of special surface for those customers, basically in Asia.
Yeah, I think we did not mention that often enough now in all the presentations that we saw, that we have next to each machines always very nice showcases, and I think the parts that you can see here at the EMO are really, really impressive.
Yep.
Of course, not only at the EMO, we also have them in our COCs all over the world, and if need to be, our salespeople can also bring them to our customers if you're interested in a special technology or a special surface, as we see it here.
Of course.
Juan, thank you very much. Nice having you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to introduce the other side of the automation that we just had, or we were just talking about. On the one side, we had the form. On the other side, we have the laser. And here I might introduce you to Benjamin Paganelli. Benjamin, thank you for being here. Please tell us a little bit more about laser.
Yeah, laser. So, how to explain our new technologies with doing our EMO? I think it's really important to know that GF started the laser texturing business more than 10 years ago, and the business move, we evolve our customer request, and today we are really proud to present a new laser sources. This laser source is applied in our machine.
Yeah.
So I just want to explain shortly what is our novelties here. We are offering to our customers the possibility to manage two different wavelengths with the same laser sources. These make a possibility to engrave, texture, mark any kind of new material, and to avoid any cracks on the material. So the femto laser is integrated in our machine. And how to explain virtually a machine, I think that's not the best other solution to explain with a movie. So the movie will share our explanation, and can drive our customer or potential customer by explaining what exactly we are doing with our laser technology. So GF is a Swiss company, and for sure we are more than proud to present a technology who can allow our customer, our first Swiss customer, to engrave laser texturing final parts. So we decided to present the P400U during EMO to allow our customer to think the possibility to engrave or texture directly parts on the laser machine. You can see on the screen now that we are able to engrave fragile material like glass, sapphire, so without any mark. Then our machine have 5-axis capabilities. This is absolutely unique on the market. We are able to apply any kind of surface quality in any kind of 3D geometry parts.
Yeah. Again, here to see those things live makes a really, really big impression on.
For sure, for sure. It's Sparks anyway technology, so we are doing Sparks as our, I would say, ADM colleagues. But the capability to see the machine moving the 5 axis and to manage the surface quality and the surface texturing capabilities is absolutely unique. You are right. So, how to explain a little bit why we did this machine? So we did this machine because our customers would like to apply nice surface quality into some difficulties and 3D shapes. And I would like to explain a little bit what we did also to make our customers more comfortable to integrate laser technology into their production flow. We allow our customer to integrate different kind of solution in terms of automation. So we are well known in the market to move pallets and move the pallet into our machine.
Yes.
But we integrate also the possibility to put a pick and place solution. So we allow our customer also to bring parts directly in our machine and manage the laser texturing process automatically by the parts. So I think we can
move on.
I can go out and come back
Yes.
if you want.
No, please stay with me.
I stay.
Now we have a kind of a special thing because what we're showing now is actually not at the EMO.
Yes, so this also, we are really proud to announce a new machine. We officially announced the machine the October 1st with an online event. So we were, I would say, forced due to the COVID-19 restriction to promote and to launch this machine virtually. We did it.
And let's say also, it is a machine that I would have real trouble to fit it on our booth.
Exactly. You're right. So to try to summarize why we did this machine, we started laser texturing in 2009. We started with a target to offer laser texturing technology into the mold and die business.
Yes.
And then sometimes we have the possibility to engrave mold and die business. But in 2012, customers came with a request to engrave dashboard molds into the automotive industry. So we announced in 2012 the P4000U. Then in the middle, we missed one product, and I will say now it's totally covered with the S2500U. The S2500U is a unique machine in terms of dimension, speed, and quality.
Yeah.
So
not as big as the 4000, but still, let's call it a monster.
a monster, yes, in terms of size, but a monster in terms of also performance. So shortly, as you said, we could not, I will say, easily present this machine in our booth. So I will want to try to give you some key points of this machine.
Okay.
The first key point is that it's a portal machine. So we bring in the S2500U the experience, the beautiful experience we did with the P4000U. So means when you integrate or you position a mold into our machine, the mold is fixed and the machine is moving around to laser texture the mold.
Okay.
The second, that we integrate linear motors on the machine. So we will have a short movie explaining why we did it, but you will see from the reason. And the third advantage, that we are talking about a portal machine, but the machine is closed, so into one carter, so no any axis is going out of the machine. So means the thermostabilization of the machine itself will allow a high precision laser texturing machine.
Okay.
So how to say performance? So I have only this short movie, but I think it will be really clear to show what we mean by speed. So
That's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. So the laser head, as I said, is moving around the part. We have a work plate on the machine. I want to give some numbers because with the movie it's not easy to explain, I will say, the dimension of the machine. So means in our machine, we could manage parts, as is explained on the picture. And what is the target of this machine? The target of this machine is to allow any mold maker to integrate laser texturing process internally. So the main application of this machine are open to the automotive business market segment.
Yes.
We want to allow the possibility to engrave laser texture, dashboard mold, or for example, door panel molds. So I hope I answered to some questions. And
I think for a new machine like this, it takes much more than the few minutes that we have here. The machine is launched, the machine is available.
Yeah.
If I want to buy one, I just call you?
Yes, call me or
Okay.
one of our...
I call you later, okay?
Well, my mobile, you have my mobile phone?
I do,
Okay.
I do.
Thank you very much, Stefan.
Benjamin, thank you very much. I see you later.
Yeah.
I get my relief again. Andrea, take over.
Yeah, pleasure.
Thank you.
And I give a warm welcome to Onik.
Hi, ciao, Andrea.
Ciao, Onik. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back in Europe for the first time in
Yeah.
a year and a half.
Yeah.
You know?
Like we said, you are welcome.
Yes.
We are not so welcome as you.
Don't worry, November you come.
November we can.
November we
Good.
come.
So, nice to see.
Yeah.
So what we discuss about?
So I think the two topics to discuss today are additive manufacturing, and then we talk a little bit about laser micromachining.
So I give you full control.
All right, thank you.
Why not?
The first topic we wanted to introduce here is talk a little bit about the additive manufacturing solutions that we offer. And so let me see here. I think it's pretty obvious that additive manufacturing, especially metal additive manufacturing, is something that has been gaining momentum over the last 5-10 years.
Absolutely.
It's becoming very, very important. And I think GF, as we've discussed over the last few presentations, one of the main strengths of GF as a company is the broad technology portfolio that GF brings to the market. We talked about milling, we talked about EDM, we talk about automation. Additive manufacturing is a natural fit into this technology portfolio. As you can kind of look at the slide and see that, any manufacturing process, it's not just about magically making the part. You have to go from, as they say, from the art all the way to the final part.
Yeah.
And in order to do this efficiently and effectively, it's important to have a vertically integrated technology portfolio. So, GF not only has expertise in, the additive aspects of things, but what happens before that? How do you design the part? What kind of software do you use to build the part? You make the part, and then after that, you have to do the post-processing, which in many times includes milling. You have to separate the part from the build plates. This includes EDM. So all the aspects that GF has expertise in really help fit around the additive process, and so that GF can bring a full comprehensive process to the end customer base. So I think that that's what this slide is showing here. And the specific offerings for GF as it relates to the additive machine, you can see that there's a few different offerings that basically revolve around what size of parts you need to make and whether or not you're doing something where you need to make a part of a certain material one day and then a different material another day. Those are the flex solutions.
Okay.
We also have factory-based solutions, which basically means that if the customer knows that they're going to be running production on one particular material type, that's really optimized for those types of full-scale production solutions.
Yeah, I guess it's also in terms of idle times, I can refurbish, or in any case, I can restart producing parts while I'm depowdering the parts where I was producing before. This is maybe the difference.
Andre, you're exactly right. I think if you look at the slide that's on the screen right now, you see that especially with the flex solutions, one of the key competitive advantages that we have over the competition is the ability to have a modular process flow, where the idea being that you can remove a part after it's done and immediately put in a new module that allows you to keep the uptime of the process going. Yeah. Another key aspect of what we're doing and one of our main advantages over the competition is the way that we manage the powder and the way that we manage the vacuum in order to make sure that we don't have any oxidation. This metal powder is extremely expensive. Yeah. And so it's important to have good control. As we know, the additive process effectively is some kind of a welding process when we're using a laser to put spots and build a structure. If you have variance in the oxygen levels inside of the machine, this will lead to the structures not being as repeatable and as strong as they should be.
Yeah, oxygen doesn't go very well, let me say, with fusion.
No, not at all. Not at all. You're exactly right, not at all. And so that's another key advantage that we have. And then I think the final thing here, just to discuss a little bit about the key advantage as it relates to additive, is our software. It's vertically integrated software, right? So between GF and 3D Systems, we have a software package, 3D Expert, that's vertically integrated. And this is helpful because for many of the other competitors on the market, you have to use third-party software. So as changes and are made to the machine, new options are developed, new processes are developed, this may not be automatically, let's say, upgraded on the software side. We're able to vertically integrate the software, which means that we have total control over the software. Therefore, it means we have total control as we go from art all the way to the final part.
That's really important, I believe, because our perspective is to get the final components from machining.
That's correct.
It's not to get the components from additive only.
You're exactly right.
So we are really able, I believe, to consult customers to design components, not only to be printed, but also to be machined.
That's exactly right.
And this is also what we saw, I think, at the beginning in the flows, where we have this shoulder implant.
Yeah.
We print the part in order to have already the right
That's
fixture
right.
in order to be clamped into a milling machine.
Yeah, exactly.
And also the shape, everything is done in order to go to the final stage, not only to the raw material or to the raw part.
I mean, it really is the full-scale solution, and what we're talking about with additive really exemplifies, in my mind, that we are providing a full machining solution to our customers.
Absolutely. Nice.
Okay, great. So the final thing we wanted to talk a little bit about is the laser micro machining,
Yeah.
I believe. I think we need to probably switch to that presentation if we can.
Okay, let's go to the CAT AM first.
Yeah.
This is what I mentioned also for the shoulder implant. It is something that is giving us the possibility to flip the pallet and to cut the components in horizontal. That is really quite a...
I mean, this is really exciting because the way that this is done traditionally is many times is very crude. I mean, people are using bandsaws and other types of technologies. You know, with the expertise that GF has in EDM, the CUT AM has shown to be a remarkable machine that's effective, that's fast, that takes care of the part by being able to flip it over and have that single axis wire come across.
Yeah.
We ensure that there's no damage during the part separation. I mean, this is a key point. So this machine is an exciting machine that really complements the additive process.
Yeah, so that's for the additive solutions.
That's right. Additive
not
full
only
scale.
printing, eh?
That's it. Full scale additive solutions. Full scale additive
Good.
solutions.
And now we discuss about something really special we have at the booth. I wouldn't call it micro hole drilling only, but I would call it micro machining. And I'm really excited because I like a lot this.
Yep. That's exactly right, yeah. So we're talking about laser-based micro machining. And let's see, I know we're live here, so we're having maybe a little bit technical difficulty to get the right content on the screen. But the machine that we're talking about that's at the booth that we're very excited about and has been getting a lot of interest is the ML5. The ML5 is our 5-axis laser micromachining center. It's a vertical machine where we're integrating a femtosecond laser. Femtosecond laser, have you heard of some femtosecond lasers?
In fact, I know.
You know?
I know that.
Okay.
You want to ask me? What is it doing?
Yeah, so the femtosecond laser, let's see if we can show you here a little bit, right? This is the key slide, okay?
Yeah.
The concept of using a femtosecond laser to do these machining is that by shooting the material with one pulse, we're basically able to take the material from the solid state to the vaporized state, basically bypassing that liquid state.
So it sublimates.
Basically sublimates, that's correct. And what that allows us to do is generate very, very high quality features. Without burr condition, without damage due to heat. They call it has-free machining. And so this is something that really leads to high quality micro machine features. So the femtosecond laser is a key aspect of what we're promoting. The other key aspect of what we're promoting in the ML5 machine is a sophisticated beam delivery system that allows us to manipulate the laser beam in 5 degrees of freedom, which basically allows us to manage the taper of the features that we're working on. This is a big topic when it comes to laser-based machining. And so you can see that with the ML5 technology fully integrated with the femtosecond laser and the 5-axis scanning system, we're able to make really special shapes. Tapered holes, positive taper, negative taper. If you want to make a hole that starts positive, the middle section is straight, and the exit is negative tapered, it's possible to do that with this type of machine.
With a laser?
With a laser. That's
Fantastic.
correct. That's correct. And
so practically I can adjust the flow through the hole as much as I want, more or less.
That's correct.
If it is something liquid or if it is air for cooling, I can set the holes in the way I want.
That's correct, and you can make adjustments as the process is ongoing.
Yeah, of course. So I recognize some shapes there. There is something related maybe to injection.
That's correct.
Something related maybe to air cooling.
That's correct.
and maybe something related to ICT industry.
ICT industry, that's correct. You're exactly right. See?
Well,
You don't even need me here, Andre.
Not really, even not really easy to have square holes, know.
And this is an exciting application that we've been developing quite a bit, is a square hole application for ICT. In the actual application, and this is maybe the final thing I say, because people are saying, we're running out of time,
Yeah.
But maybe the
Where are they?
Well, I know, exactly. We're running out of time, but I can keep going and going. No, the square hole application is exciting. In the final application of these probe cards that we're working on, these square holes, okay, just to put it into perspective, in one probe card, there could be up to 40,000 holes of these square holes. And these squares have a dimension of 30 micron by 30 micron, with the corner radius being less than 3 microns. So
wow.
I mean, to put
so
this, to
one
put
of
this
my
in,
hair cannot go into the hole.
No.
Huh?
I mean,
I need
not even one of my hair.
I need very possibly 4 holes to fit, or even more.
Yeah, even more.
Even more. So
Exactly.
really fun. 9 holes to fit with one hair, human hair.
It's unbelievable. The sense of scale
Yeah.
can
You
make
also
crazy.
told me between 2 holes there are 5 microns.
Spacing.
So
Exactly.
It's really unbelievable.
It's really unbelievable.
And you cannot see. When you see the part, it looks like
It
a
looks
plate.
flat, yeah.
And at the end of the day, there are holes inside done by femto.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I could see really a lot of different potentials and possibilities for this technology. So really excited for that, and thank you very much for your
Thank you.
explanations.
And yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. See you, everybody.
Okay, and welcome back
Please
to.
get off stage.
Okay. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Thank you.
So that's what really
Did you
exciting.
just buy a machine from him?
Not yet. But I'm thinking on it because it's really very exciting technology. I mean,
It is. It is, absolutely.
You see, there are also spinneret in our showcase, and if you don't watch against the light, you don't see the holes. You don't perceive at all that is coming through. So it's really very, very nice technology.
Very
and
cool.
I think it's also very nice because it's also production. So you can automate, you can have a very, very high productivity. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
So we are at the end now of our contents.
Yes,
Not
we are.
everything.
Not everything, but I just want to mention, okay, ONIC was the last one, and it was really cool, but all the other technologies that we saw, I think all of them have their big advantages. If it is digital, if it is the customer services, System 3R with the automation, milling, EDM, we have everything, and what you saw today was, I think, quite impressive. At least I was impressed. I'm still impressed when I go to the booth, see the parts
absolutely.
there. It is a great show that we're at. But if you don't have the chance, we just say it again, if you don't have the chance to visit us here in Milano on the booth, please get in touch. We have all this also in our COCs, in our centers of competence, as we call them, worldwide, with the parts and with the machines.
Yeah, we have 30 centers of competence worldwide that can be seen, where you can be consulted, because it is not only matter to see a machine. It's also matter to be consulted because we have application engineers, we have people that understand our processes, they have been trained. So we try to train everybody on the same level in order to have a single point of contact to the customer. And I think it is also quite important to say we have a main booth in Pavilion 1 and the System 3R booth in Pavilion 7, fixtures and tooling. So come to see us again. I see that the booth is still
It's still there. When we go back, it will be still there.
Yeah, it will be still there, yes. Okay, so what else?
I think that was it for today.
Thank you very much for listening and for watching.
Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoy. It was quite a long presentation, but we have a lot of contents.
Yes.
So hope that many people will enjoy and will have the opportunity to visit our booth at EMO even if they didn't travel.
Yeah. And if you watch the video, if you watch this stream on LinkedIn, follow us because there's more to come during the rest of the week. Thank you
course.
and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.